Let's get this guy to go down. Go down. There you go. And then we squeeze that in there, and then we do this. Love. Obsessed. So excited. Okay. This is going to be a real short live, because what I want to do, what I am doing, is taking an inventory of how I've been feeling, because I am on my way right now to get my first IV therapy treatment, which I'm very excited about. And my chiropractor / good friend, Tom, I don't know if he considers us good friends. I consider us good friends. I'm gonna assume he considers us good friends. Good morning, good morning. He said that after getting this specific IV therapy treatment, it's a pretty like instant feel good, feeling better anyway. So I want to take inventory. How have I been feeling? Guys, I've been feeling really shitty. And part of it is there's been my inner children, 15 and 19 specifically, have been feeling depressed, which means in some way I have been feeling depressed. When my inner children are feeling things, I get to take ownership of them as my own too. But it's important for me to be aware who of those inner children is feeling what, because they need different things than 33-year-old me needs when feeling that way. And also the reasoning why those ages get it depressed is really important. So my parents sold the house, Morgan Manor, the house that I grew up in, that we moved into when I was 12. And been having lots of feelings about that. A very good friend came back into my life, which I'm very excited about, but they're going through a whole lot in their life right now, which is kind of a similar mirror to like the kind of chaotic energy that I was going through 2 years ago. And so they came back into my life, and with it came all these things, and it was all really great, but it was also just a lot. And so I had to like, okay, this is great, but like I need some space because my system literally can't do this. And the way that I can compare it to is so a high number of people who get sober, specifically from things like narcotics and heroin, a high number of people who get sober from those things and go back out, they die. And very often it's because it's called going back out. If you're sober and like back into the world. This bro is doing some things with his life right now. A lot of them OD and die because they go out and try and use the same dose of heroin that was the dose that they used at the end of their usage, and their body's tolerance like plummets in that time that they're sober. And so that same dose that before was what got them where they wanted to be kills them now. And it feels like that, like it feels like this sobriety from chaos addiction that I have done over the last 3 years, that kick-over that hit my system like in the last 2 weeks, between my parents selling the house, between this friend coming into my space. I also retired from the Galactic Federation, resigned and retired early from the Galactic Federation, which is a whole other conversation. Google Galactic Federation if you want some information. And yes, that is the Galactic Federation that I'm talking about. That it feels like that hit of chaos to my system, that while it wasn't even anywhere near what my chaos was previously, that it just like threw my body into full fight or flight adrenal fatigue crash. Like my system OD'd and has flatlined, and like fuck this situation. So that's important to know in the case that you decide to get sober from chaos addiction, which if you grew up in a dysfunctional household, the likelihood that you are experiencing some level of chaos addiction is extremely fucking high, is that for it to come back into your life, it's just like the heroin thing, that it does not take much for your system to OD and fucking crash. And so I've been, specifically for the last like 10-ish days, been waking up and I'm awake for like 20 or 30 minutes and just desperately feel like I need to go back to bed. Brain fog isn't even the right word. Like, I just feel fucking fried. And it's been like, in addition to the day-to-day experience of it, I've been like, oh shit, this is not good, because I have Reiki retreat and training happens in roughly 2 weeks, like Thursday. 2 weeks from now, this Thursday is when we will be at the store shopping and getting everything together, because this afternoon we will drive up to Driggs to get the house and start getting everything ready. And to feel like I've been feeling for the last 10 days, I genuinely feeling like I've been feeling, don't feel capable of teaching 10 to 12 hours a day, which is what it looks like when you host a retreat. So that's where I've been. I yesterday just like asked for help 2 days ago, I like really asked for help. I went and talked to Jaden, and she kind of was like, hey dude, like, let me acknowledge externally that like, yeah, something's off here. Like, you're clearly feeling really shitty. Let's, let me validate that like, this is not good. And so she got me connected to a medical intuitive, who then called me last night and was like, is this the right place? I think I just pulled into the wrong place. I did. And this is the tiniest parking lot ever. What coding office approved this parking lot situation? This is fucking dumb. All right, well, we're here now. Sorry, employee who probably usually parks here, but this shit is stupid. Well, this is where we're gonna stay. So got connected into a medical intuitive who called me last night and actually had another person who does energy work and medical stuff that they were near when they brought up that they were leaving because they needed to call me. And they were like, oh, like, I don't know who that person is, but I just connected into their energy and I want to help them too. Like, I can feel what kind of work they do and I want to work with them. So that's really cool. I went to Tom yesterday, who's my chiropractor, also my really good friend, and was like, dude, I'm jacked up. So he got me an adrenal fatigue supplement and then gave me a referral to, it's called an MAR IV treatment, which is where they take out your blood and hit it with ozone, like ozone oxygenation situation, and then pump it back into your system. So that's what I'm going to do. And I wanted to, there's a lot of things in my purse. Let's just pull all these things out of it, because why is it so heavy? Because there's probably rocks in here. What is all of this? Jesus, what is going on? What a mess. So, yeah. This is my update on how I've been feeling, and we'll see how I feel differently afterwards. Let me know, comment any questions you have about the whole situation, because ideal situation, thank you universe, is that this goes really well, that you guys take this really well, and that they offer me a sponsoring thing where I can come and get IV therapy done in exchange for marketing and sharing and people coming in. Thanks universe, that of course that's gonna happen. Yeah, so that's the deal, yo. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. I'll give you the update. I'm so grateful to have my car back and my nice little filming setup back. New vehicle that's coming together. And if you're not feeling good, ask for help. Ask for help. Pray and ask for help. Okay? Like, where I get guided to in terms of my help is prayer. That's how I find my therapists. That's how I find the right people to work with. Like, very truly, sounds so simple. It fucking is. And it works. I love you. Okay, bye.